This is Pocket TV, Pocket Digital Video Broadcasting TV, so DVB compatible device. It is really small. I mean, you can compare my hands are average. So this is really portable. There is a 3.5-inch screen size, and here you can see how thin it is, and here it is on my hand, and really small. But how does it work, and does it actually work? Is it able to receive any digital TV channels? Well, we are here in the ground floor in a multi-apartment building. In the middle of it, my mobile doesn't have a very good reception here. It hardly can have a mobile signal inside. So we'll find out whether this is going to work. This particular one is called Zennox, but there is identical devices sold under many other names. LogiLink, it was sold also in one of the chains, electronic store chains, as a Nikkai. So you can find them probably with different labels. It is rechargeable, so there is a battery inside. It does play apart from TV, live TV. It also is able to play MP3 files and digital audio broadcasting, so digital radio. 6 buttons here in the front. Here is an on-off button. This is SD card where you can save files that you want to use later. Volume up, down, micro USB for charging. I couldn't get computers actually see any internal storage or any storage on the or the card. The card needs to be prepared outside. At least I can do it. Headphone socket. Here is an internal aerial and interior antenna. It's 4-section, short, well, typical for digital video broadcasting. This one is customized by adding an external antenna socket. So this is female MCX socket that allows to connect external antenna. So you can connect external source in case it is not the signal is not enough, or you want better signal. But we're going to test it on its built-in antenna. In the back, it just says label. There's lots of numbers, made in China. It's quite lightweight. Also, let's switch it on. And it comes to light. This is the main menu. It goes straight to digital TV. The operation is very easy. You just basically select the entry you want to go into, and then there's OK button, escape if you want to escape, and then selection right and left. I would like to go to MP3 settings first, because I just downloaded some sample files, and I'm not sure if this is going this thing is going to play it. So let's check. So we go for recordings first. So here it goes. So it is capable of playing MP3, as you can see. This is next, and here OK, so like plays or pauses it. This is next file, this is previous file. I have only one file here, so it's possible to change this. Okay, so that is that's music. Let's see if it can play video files. No, it can't see. There are some video files on this SD card, but it can't see video files. I put some MP4 files and AVI files, but as you can see, there is just empty, so it can't see it. And images, but some JPEGs, no. So there is only music available and only an MP3 format. There is no other formats it can see. So that's MP3. Then we have digital radio, so DAB radio. It is a very simple interface. I just like let it go. It is a very simple interface. It will allow you to just choose station, and that's it basically. And then volume up or down here on the side. These buttons are not active at all, and this will basically go back. So there is no text messages that radio stations are sending alongside sound. There is no additional information, just station name. So very basic DAB radio, but it does work. And then we go into settings before we go into television. So at the top there is a version, so this will allow you can see the firmware here is from 2011. They were introduced, I think, around 2010. I'm not sure if this is most up to date, but that's all I need to live with. I don't think I can find any new firmware. I wouldn't even dare to update it with a file that I don't know the origin. Here you can go through certain EQ settings, as you can see. Then we have display settings, which allows you to change brightness, contrast, color settings, aspect ratio between auto, full screen, pana, and scan. I'll leave it on auto. Then we can check change language, and also a language for the channels that you see, for the programs that you see. Power savings allows you to decide after which the device will shut off if it's not in use. Then you can reset to factory settings, and you can change the time zone for the EPG or the program guide purposes. And that's it. So that's all the settings you have. And then finally we go into channel scan. So we have an option here of auto scan. We can have an option of country scan, which is a bit quicker because basically it will only scan through the channels that are available pre-programmed in the device. And then you can go into manual scan, so you can basically scan certain channels, and you can set the bandwidth. So if the channel is missing, program is missing, and you know it should be there, you know the setting, you know exactly which channel it is, you can add this. Country scan basically allows you to change the country, and auto scan, it will just go right now into the scan. We'll try to find channels. And here we go. The scan is finished. So now we can go and have a look at the channel list. What I'll do, reduce the volume, and then we can go into channel list. And as you can see, it is divided into the television and radio channels. It's really bad reception here. As I said, my mobile is struggling to get any signal here, and here on the ground floor in a big building with definitely find digital channels. So I'm actually quite impressed, I would say, by how sensitive it is. You can browse through the channels here in the channel list. I'm listening, or you can go to the DVB radio. So DAB radio, it should really read digital audio broadcasting. It doesn't scan or doesn't detect channels in a most up-to-date technology, and it's the same with the TV channels. It doesn't detect channels in the HEVC format. It will only detect MPG2 format. So it won't find all the channels that are available. But as we can see, quite good reception. I would say it's pretty good reception. Let's go back to the TV, and then we'll go through the available options in the TV settings. So we go to we have channel list, as we could already see, and we have EPG. So we try to actually download some program guide. It also takes a while. It obviously depends on the signal. So here it is. Now we have fully updated EPG, and you can basically go and see the description here at the bottom. Date is here, and then you can go also for the next days, right? So that's 24th January, 25th, 26, 27. So 3 days ahead. Really useful. And then we have finally an option of editing the list. So basically, you can move the channels depending on how you want them. So basically, here we go. You select move, and then you can move it up and down. You can delete if you want. So you press OK, and then OK. So that's deleted. So you can see it status. You can hide it. but that's how you can put your own list together. And then finally, it allows you to decide whether you want to see subtitles in a TV, and it can you can choose languages, available languages for your TV, and you can go back to main menu. So that's how it works. The image quality is actually quite decent. I thought that on such a small screen, the viewing angles are not great. So basically, to look straight at the screen, and viewing is reasonable. If you look at a bit at the angle, you can't see much. But the nice colors is quite bright. The speaker is here. It is very small speaker with very narrow frequencies. So the sound is not most natural. I think probably using headphones is good. It's a good idea. As you can see, the reception is really great. I'm rotating in all sorts of direction, and it's working quite nice. When you view the TV, when you watch TV, you can change the channels by going by these two. This will increase or decrease volume, as well as this. So this is duplicate. OK, we'll go into the menu and escape. We'll take you back to the menu. So that's it. Here is the battery indicator. The charge is enough for 2.5 hours. Exactly 2.5 hours. I replaced battery because battery was dead. So there is a LiPo battery, a new LiPo battery, and it's 2.5 hours. It takes about 9 hours to charge it to full. Probably when you listen to the MP3 or radio, it will last a little bit longer because the screen goes blank basically after some time when you listen to music only, and the screen probably consumes most of the power. I think this port is hopefully good. So in areas of even worse reception, a bigger antenna can be connected. It's quite sleek. Normally, without this port that I fitted, it's basically very portable around edges. So you can put it in the pocket. And without worrying too much that it's going to. There's no sharp edges basically anywhere. With this antenna port, I'm afraid there's very little room inside, so it had to stick out a little bit more because I couldn't fit in anymore inside. The battery takes basically most of the space in the back, and the electronics of the screen in the front. So there was just literally a tiny amount of space for this MCX connector. I find it very useful, very good. As I said, it's surprisingly good reception, and definitely something I would recommend. To have. It's probably not everybody's toy. Most of us probably uses right now smartphones and online services, streaming services. But if you still want to watch TV channels every now and then, news, or just a little bit of entertainment on the go without relying on the mobile signal, then this is that's what it is said here. Where I am currently, I can't use mobile. I can't use mobile signal. I can only use local Wi-Fi, but not mobile signal. But I still can get digital TV.
use of e-cigarettes is not permitted. Thank you for your attention. We hope you enjoy